While we were in vacation in Mexico, we were looking at the gas prices in pesos per liter and wondering how they compared to our prices back home in US dollars per gallon. We knew the conversion between pesos and dollars, but our American brains had no earthly tangible sense of what a liter is. Until I realized that, hey, I know a wine bottle, it's 3/4 of a liter, and I know a milk jug is a gallon. So in our heads, we imagined pouring wine bottles into a milk jug, estimating how many we thought would fit exactly. And that gave us a conversion factor, or at least a guess at one. So now that I got one of these, make your own guess in the comments and we'll go home and see if we were right. Let's get into it. And we're back at home. We got our milk, we got a couple bottles of wine. And before we start, I gotta finish this. Whew, with that out of the way, let's see how many it takes. 1, 2. Okay, so while that's happening, here's what we're trying to accomplish. We know the Mexican price in pesos per liter. We know the currency conversion, but America doesn't understand metrics, so this conversion factor is completely unknown. So to estimate this thing, we're using wine and milk. We know that a liter is 1,000 milliliters, a wine bottle is 750 milliliters, and a milk jug is 1 gallon. The missing piece is how many wine bottles exactly fits into a jug of milk. This is what our thought experiment was estimating and that we are now trying out for real. When we're doing it in my head, I was thinking it was going to be 5, 3, The reason these sorts of unit conversions work is because each fraction is just multiplying by 1. We know that a wine bottle equals 750 milliliters, so the top and the bottom of this fraction are the same and the fraction is 1. Similarly, for all of these, we're just multiplying by 1, 1, 1, 1. It doesn't change the value, but it does change the units. And you can remember which orientation to put the fractions because all the units should cancel out to give you what you want. In this case, milliliters cancels with milliliters, wine cancels with wine, milk cancels with milk, and we're left with liters per gallon, just like we want. 4. Wow. I mean, what do we think? That's pretty close to where it was when I got this thing. Maybe just a tiny bit of the 6th one. Alright, drink up. Just kidding, it's colored water. I'm not wasting real wine on this. Who am I, Mr. Beast? Okay, so it was a little more than 5 wine bottles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a tiny little bit of this one. Since this is pretty rough anyways, we're just gonna forget about that and roll with the number 5. So cool, my guess of 5 turned out to be right. We can now plug in that number here to see what we get. Plugging in 5, our computation is now 1 divided by 1,000 times 750 divided by 1 times 1 divided by 1 times 5 divided by 1, which equals 3/4 times 5 liters per gallon, aka 3.75 liters per gallon. What did you estimate up here and what did you get down here? Let me know in the comments. And now we can plug in this number in our first equation and see what we get for the gas price. Okay, let's do it. But wait, was our guess even good? Okay, what's the real number? Okay, so our guess was 3.75 liters per gallon, and the actual answer was 3.785 liters per gallon. How far off were we? The formula for calculating errors is the absolute value of your guess minus the actual answer divided by the actual answer. You can use your own guess, but for mine, we get 3.75 minus 3.785 divided by 3.785. This becomes minus 0.035 divided by 3.785. Getting rid of the minus sign because of the absolute value, we're left with this fraction, which equals 0.00924, or 0.9%. Wow, I can't believe that answer was less than 1% off. That's insane! Cool, so since our guess was surprisingly accurate, let's stick with that. Putting a 3.75 here and crunching the numbers. 24.2 divided by 17 times 3.5 equals 5.338, which rounding up is $5.34. Oh wait, this is a gas price. $5.33.9. So Mexicans are paying $5.34 per gallon. Maybe we could use a little perspective on that in the US. Subscribe for more like this and let me know in the comments if you like these more general math videos. I have a ton more ideas we can explore. Possibly like this one. Check it out, and until next time, see ya!